What's going on, everybody? This is Renegade number one, aka the feminist killer, hashtag Logitorian. They will never understand you. They will never understand why you operate this way. They will never understand the way we communicate with one another, why we operate, why we isolate ourselves from the world. And I think it's all a matter of choosing to see in a different lens. Unfortunately, the majority of people can't see from a different lens. They refuse to take off the lenses that life has given them. Life has given you a lens to wear. They're telling you how to see life. You can't see life on your own. You can't see the truth on your own. They're giving you a false truth to place in front of you. They're telling you to believe whatever. All our lives as black pillars, we have been placed with lies in front of us. We as black pillars, we choose to see life for what it is. We choose to hurdle the lies. We do. We don't choose to fall for, we don't choose to believe that all females are not like that. We know all females are like that. We choose not to put our faith and our belief in politics and the political system, believing that change is soon to come, because we know that they're just filibustering. They're just stalling. They're just wasting time. They're just telling us false narratives. They're giving us that false hope so that we can keep voting for them. We already have an understanding that there is no such thing as equality. There isn't. And my thing is, you have a choice. You can choose to live on your knees and suck society's dick, or you can stand on your feet and fight for what you think is right and for what you know is right. You're either for the truth or you're for the lies. Period. You're either for the truth or the lies. Now, most people, we generally go for comfort, and that's the sad part about it. You can't go for comfort because comfort will put you in a situation of submission. You'll find yourself in a submissive state because you're so focused on trying to find what is comfortable. Don't allow people to deceive you. And I think when you remove the lens, you start to see things for what they actually are. And the sad reality is, I was watching a video and I showed a brother the video. Most people can't handle being a rebel. They can't handle being different. They think that being different means that they're weird. They can't handle the social pressure of criticism. They can't handle humility. They are afraid of death. I'm just letting you know right now, man. It's all of that stuff. You have to set your fears aside. What are you afraid of? Fuck death. Fuck humility. You don't need either one of those. What? I don't care if I'm humiliated, because the same people that humiliate you for being different and for you seeking the truth and you choosing not to suck society's dick, you choosing not to be submissive, those people are scared to fight for themselves. They are afraid to be an individual. They have to be a group instead of being an individual. They are afraid of being different. They have mental issues. You don't have mental issues. That's the thing. They'll call you mentally ill. They'll try to say, "Oh, you're just lame." Those are all false. Those are all excuses to keep themselves in the matrix. You got to think about it like this. The average person, or pretty much every person, is working to keep you in the matrix, is working to keep you embedded. And that's why I don't understand the idea of having friends that don't even have this ideology. If you consider yourself a black pilled individual, why do you continue to have this sense of optimism that your friends will understand the black pill later on? They will never understand it. They won't. And you either get it now or never. It's just that's how the game goes. Some people will never understand. There's too many naive people who are stuck in their lie. You either get out of your lie or you remain in your lie. It's that simple. And I think for us, we choose not to hallucinate ourselves. And I think that's what it is. A lot of people try to avoid reality. They see things and they say it's not there. And I think like I said about the black pill, I compare it to a UV light. When you turn on a UV light, what do you guys see? You see everything beneath the surface. You see the fingerprints, you see the microbacteria, you see all the things that you couldn't see with a naked eye. And that's how it is. I compare the black pill to seeing everything beneath the surface. When you go outside, when you walk the earth every day, when you leave your home or your state of residence, you can look at people and just say, those people are blue pill. You can look at people and say, those people are degenerates or they're just naive. You don't even have to exchange dialogue with these people because they have a certain glow. They have a certain force field that's contaminated with repulsive energy that they walk around, and it's confined all in this small space that they roam around in. And they pass that energy on to you. And so ultimately, what I'm saying is when you hang around blue pill people, they can influence you to be blue pilled again. They'll throw you right back into circulation. It's like a virus. If a person has a virus and they're physically affected by it, they can affect you. That's how you have to look at being blue pilled as. Being blue pilled is a disease. And if a person has the blue pill disease, you shouldn't be around them spiritually or physically, because they're gonna bring you around other infected people. You understand? And so my thing is, you have the UV vision. You should be a visionary at this point. You should see things beyond what they actually are. You understand? So that's something that we have to understand. There's a lot of men who are red pilled, who are content with being red pilled. Hey, if that's as far as you want to go, then sure, stop growing. I think the more you grow, the more you're gonna find yourself becoming black pilled. Don't ever stop taking in knowledge. Continue to progress and continue to take in knowledge. And that leads me to my next point. There's some books that I suggest for you guys to read. And some of those books would be, one of the books is called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. The next book I want you guys to check out is How to Analyze People by R.J. Anderson. In The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, I forgot the author's name, but it's an orange book. For the third book that I want you to read a book by David Goggins called You Will Not Hurt Me, or You Won't Hurt Me, or something like that. It's by David Goggins. You Will Not Hurt Me. That book will teach you mental toughness. It teaches you how to handle adversity. And as a rebel, as a black pillar, it's very stressful thinking about this shit all the time because you're surrounded by a sea or a general population that is so naive and so blue-pilled, it can stress you the fuck out. And so you have to learn how to fortify your mind mentally. Don't just be a weak individual and go with the flow of the crowd. And there was the video that I was watching a few days ago. it shows that even though people know something is wrong, even though people know something is incorrect, they still follow it because everybody else is doing it. And that's the sad reality that we live in. Most people don't do things for logical reasons. They do things for emotional reasons. They do things for acceptance. Fuck acceptance. You don't need acceptance. You understand? All you have is your platoon, myself and my subscribers. We are a family, and, again, there are going to be people that are going to stone you. There are going to be people that are going to try to humiliate you. Those people are weak. You don't have no friend. You don't have no girlfriend. You don't have no family. No biological family, but you have your digital family. We are, the spiritual beings that we are. I don't have to know you as an individual. I don't. I know how it is to be in a stressful situation and how to feel alone. You don't need to feel alone. I understand. But don't succumb to the social pressures of society. We know that this society's fucked up. And the reality of it is, you got few people that have high IQs, and you have many people that have low IQs. And so if you break it down, let's break down the person's mindset, the average IQ. Most people associate quantity with quality. For example, I'll break that down for you. If most people are doing something, or for example, if a video has 40 million views or 100 million views, right? It's presumed that it is good quality because everybody's doing it. That's the wrong way to think. If a video has 1,000 views or 2,000, 3,000, whatever, it should not be presumed that quality is low. It's really the matter of people can't understand it because they don't have the intelligence. People gravitate towards what's rudimentary, what's elementary, what's easy to understand. No one wants to think anymore. So they shy away from complicated stuff, which equates to low viewpoints, low views. And that's something that I learned, though, is just that just because something has a high amount does not mean it has good quality. Get out of that. That's a blue pill state of mind. If everybody else is doing it, I need to do it. That's bullshit. That's sheep way. You are a raven. And for those who don't know about the raven is a bird that travels alone. It hunts alone. The raven is comfortable with its abilities. The raven knows it has its abilities to operate. Sheeps are not confident of working on their own. Sheeps believe that they're going to be slaughtered, so they think they have to stick together. They move as one. They operate as one. And then they look at you like there's something wrong with you. People hate what's different. So embrace being different. Embrace being a societal reject. At least you're not a societal destroyer. At least you're not walking in shame like the rest of these people who can't blend in. Who want to blend in, I'm sorry. So it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to explain anything to anybody, because if you know they're not going to understand it, then why waste your energy? Why waste your time? And that's ultimately what it is, man. It's just I spent my whole life trying to convince people of the truth, and I realized the truth is ugly. People hate it. People run away from that. People have to morph reality into their own comfortability, into how it makes them comfortable. I like to take it all in, and that's another point I want to make. If you are going to go for the truth, go for the whole truth. Don't just go for half of the truth because it makes you feel some type of way. I hate that inconsistency bullshit. Stop being inconsistent. Take in all the truth. You know, if you're going to be black pilled, be black pilled. You have to drop your old vision. You have to let go of the lens that you possess. Leave that lens alone. And that's something that's hard for most of us. You know, I understand, again, I'm going to bring it up. Some of you want to be black pilled and red pilled or whatever and still hold on to the godly viewpoints. You still haven't comprehended that. You know, some of you still want to hold on to, you know, having the faith of, oh, we can elect a president that's going to change all this feminism stuff. They can't. You can't do anything. The general population controls the narrative. They control our entertainment industry. They can control our politics. They can control our government. We are the minority. So think about it. The general population or the mass majority of the people in this world are degenerates. So what do you think the mainstream media is going to support? What do you think entertainment's going to be catered towards? Degenerates. Blue pillars. You know, beta males, simps, you know, women, evil. That's toxic energy. You know? So that's the sucky part about it, man. Don't have faith. If you continue to have faith, you'll always find yourself in a circle. Faith to me is like it's a foolish way of thinking. You know, that's like putting your hand on a stove and getting burnt the first time, and then you want to have faith that it's not going to be hot the second time, so you continue to get burnt, thinking that it's gonna be a different result. Don't be put in that insanity state or that stupidity state. You know, and one more, I'll make one more point before I close out this video. The belief in authority. If you believe in the idea of authority, you are still blue pilled. Because the fact that you believe that another human being should rule over you in any form or fashion, that is just nonsensical. It's nonsensical. If you really want freedom, you have to actually fight for it. We are in a world where the government rules over the whole entire area called the United States. They tell you you have rights. You don't have no fucking rights. You know, if the fact that you even consent to the idea of having rights means you believe that you're under government control. You've been taught that you should submit to authority, that the belief in authority is a virtue. It's not a virtue. Oh, he respects authority. That's a bunch of crap. Okay, it's a bunch of people. Respect for authority is like a slave respecting his slave master. So you're admitting when you respect authority, you're admitting that you got a slave master. I don't have a slave master. You know, you shouldn't have a slave master. So you decide what you want to do. Do you want to have a rope around your neck? Do you want to be somebody's bitch? I don't want to be somebody's bitch. And if you want to be somebody's bitch and respect authority and be seen as this law-abiding citizen, then you need to unsubscribe. This is not for you. You clearly don't understand the game of humanity. Humanity is a bunch of savages used to manipulate and trick each other. We don't care about each other. So that's something that you guys have to realize. You know, if you read the book, The Dangerous Superstition, you will understand that authority is a joke. That this fucking country that we live in is a joke. That the military is a joke. The police is a joke. Teachers telling students what to do is a joke. We're all being indoctrinated to believe this nonsense. It's all a universal prison. It's a universal plantation. You just don't see it. You have to have that X-ray UV vision, see beyond the surface. If you can't see beyond the surface, you're not fully black pilled yet. But I think the thing is about us black pillars, we see beyond the surface, But the blue pillars, they see on the surface. They can't see the microbacteria. They can't see the things that we see. So they think we're crazy. We're not crazy. So I think, as a man, as a spiritual being, looking at these earth things operate like clockwork, it's hilarious to me. It's laughable. You are no longer a man anymore. Society told you what a man is. A man is a man. A man is a person that kisses a woman's ass and works hard till he fucking dies. That's not me. That's not me. So by definition, I'm not a man. Fuck that shit. If that's the definition of a man, being a bitch to a woman, fuck that. I'm a spiritual being. I killed my humanity. And that's one thing that you guys have to do. To become black pill, you have to abolish your humanity. You really do. They like to use the term, how deep does the rabbit hole go? Or how deep do you want to go down the rabbit hole? I don't even think this shit is a rabbit hole. I think it's an abyss. I really do. I think it's an abyss. How deep do you want to go into the abyss? The deeper you go, the darker it gets. The more knowledge you take in, the darker it gets. Because you start to really gain more awareness. The more knowledge you take in, the more awareness you have. The more you start to understand that these people around you are really they're more naive than you thought. And then the walls start to shrink around you and shit. The only thing you have left is your digital family, your former Black Pillars Online, and your Black Pillars Online, and yourself. That's it. Solitude. That's it. And just start to take care of your mental health, because I know if you're really deep into this black pill shit, you're gonna be stressed out at times. I recommend you listen to peaceful music, listen to good meditation music, and just if you need somebody to talk to, you can reach out to me in the comment section. Call me on the phone if you want to. But yeah, man, keep your heads up. Don't give up. Don't conform. Continue to make changes. And another thing, don't be afraid to do something that you've never done before. You already tried that other shit for the past times you've been living. Try something new. The future is something unexpected. You already know what the past was like. Leave that behind. But that's all I got to say for this video, man. Don't expect stupid people to understand you, because they're not. They just don't have the IQ to. So you can't get mad at somebody for being stupid. But like I said, this is Renegade #1. Like the video, share, subscribe. Peace out.